Good? Okay. So this is Jim Keady, Director of Educating for Justice here in Lesbos, Greece, in the front lines of the refugee crisis. I was on the other side of Afghan Hill. I was helping some refugees get settled in one of the tents, and I met Hossein here. And Hossein is an Afghan refugee. He just arrived here in Lesbos today, and he has a very, very unique story. First of all, Hossein, what is your nickname that you said you had?
When I was working with the U.S. Army, they picked a nickname for me for security reasons. It was Elvis because I found it interesting. They offered me a lot of nicknames, but I picked Elvis.
So you landed on Elvis. Now,
yep.
You said you worked with the U.S. Army.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you do for the U.S. forces?
Interpreting. I used to enroll detainees, investigating, and also culture advising with U.S. Army and many special forces, rangers.
Okay, so you were out in combat situations?
Yep, exactly. Combat situations.
As well as working with civilian contractors to help get...
Yeah, also working with American companies like USOC or U.S. Army Corps of Engineering.
Yeah.
And
U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Yep, engineers, and also with ICRCs.
Okay. And was your life threatened because of the work that you did for the United States?
Exactly. I got many phone calls. I got many threats from Taliban, and we got 9 letters that we will punish whoever betrayed the Islamic Emirate. They used to call their terrorist network as Islamic Emirate. Whoever support infidels are infidels, and we will sooner or later, once they settle our government, we're gonna punish them one by one. We got their information. This is right what happened when last month they took control of the Kunduz province. They had information of whoever worked for government and for USR, for ISAF. They found every individual and they killed them. And if you go to search about the Kunduz incidents, you can definitely find out how many crimes they did. Last month, it was 2 months ago, north of Afghanistan. So they have killed many interpreters. When I left Afghanistan like a month ago, they killed, just in our area, they killed a former contractor for U.S. Army. They killed him, and also a member of Afghan Special Forces. They killed him too, and there was another guy murdered that I don't know. I heard that he was a trash collector inside. He was working inside the FOB.
So he was inside the U.S. Army base.
Yeah,
he was just a trash collector.
Yeah, trash collector, and
they killed him because they said you're helping the infidels.
Exactly. If you just search, do a quick search in internet, you can definitely find a lot of events and things like that says about killing those who help anyway, anyone matter anyway. They help U.S. Army and ISAF. Not only U.S. Army, all ISAF countries, NATO countries, they killed them. Many. I got 2-3 photos of with me right now. There's a memory card in an interpreter that got beheaded, and there's the other one got murdered and there's a certificate. They put certificate on his chest, and then they killed him. I got 2 photos of them right now, 2 interpreters, and another one. He was suspected to be working with ISAF and with government. He was like completely skinned off. He was skinned off live, and I have their photos in my.
Yeah, it's very interesting seeing those. And when you also said you were involved with the Afghan National Army?
Exactly. I was in Afghan National Army. I was a staff sergeant working with ANDF, African National Detention Facilities, that we were responsible for transferring detainees from Guantanamo Bay to Bagram, to U.S. Army jail in Bagram, and from there to Afghan National Detention Facilities, and then get them tried and then process their...
So when they would release somebody from Guantanamo, they would then go to Bagram. From Bagram, they would come under the jurisdiction of the Afghan Army.
Yeah.
And then they'd have a trial, and it would be determined what their...
All the other process, yep.
Okay.
And I was an interrogator and computer operator and also responsible for the detainee documents.
Okay. And did you try to get a special visa from the United States because of the threats that you dealt with?
I did try. It took me 2 years. I got to almost the final stage. I risked my life. I never forget that once I'm living in Kandahar, south of Afghanistan, which is the capital of Taliban. And I had to go all the way to Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, to go to U.S. Embassy to pass the process, you know, the interview and things like this. One time when I had interview and I was coming back from Kabul, I passed the interview. I was coming back from Kabul. Somewhere between Kandahar and Kabul, Taliban, they stopped the bus. They would block the road. They stopped the bus. Start searching for their targets. They had photos. Yep. And it's like, it was like a rumor for me. It was like I cannot forget it. They start looking at everyone, whoever shaved. They asked them to get down, go inside the garden. There was their commander over there. They had the pile of photos. They were matching the photos, and I asked a family to let me to get it behind the seats. Yeah, under the seats.
So they could hide you.
Yeah, the family, the female, they did a favor to me, and they hid me inside under the seat. And the Taliban, fortunately, did not find me. Otherwise, they have a pile of photos. Always they match the photos with the people they catch, and if they match, they're gonna behead them.
Okay. Do you have any anger towards the United States?
Yeah, if you tell you,
you can be honest.
Honest. We got a relative of us. I got a relative that he never worked for U.S. Army a single day, but he got American friend, and American friend write him a recommendation letter that he worked. I know him, he never worked a single day for U.S. Army, and he got a visa. And we have interpreter. A friend of mine saved a platoon of U.S. Army from ambush, and he still did not get a visa. I got an interpreter, killed 7 Taliban in an ambush. Taliban ambush with U.S. Special Forces, and these interpreters risked his life and killed 7 Taliban members. And he is still in Afghanistan, didn't get visa. Why? Because of bureaucratic process. Because they blame shitty things that why Special Forces, after these individuals killed the 6 Taliban in ambushes, Special Forces, they really honored him. They were honoring him. He had things, he was allowed to do things inside a FOB that even U.S. Special Forces could not do. He had many eligibility. But unfortunately, today, he's still in Afghanistan.
Yeah. So you felt that the soldiers that you served with honored and respected you.
Honored and
it's
respected.
The political process that's the problem.
Political process. You can go from first unit that I worked to the last unit. You can go ask everyone. I have their point of contact. I have their email addresses. I have their phone numbers. You can go every individual. Ask my commander, my former commander, my former platoon leader. If they say anything else goodness about me, about anything except loyalty of mine, you can definitely hang me in front of everyone. I signed this for you. Yeah. You can go to ask them how I served the United States Army.
And why did you serve the U.S. Army? Why did you feel the need to fight against the Taliban?
First of all, the Taliban is Hazara, and they have done a lot of they have killed a lot of my people during their regime. They massacred my people. Second of all, I have radicalism, and all of us got a raise against radicalism. The third of all, I like United States. I had chance to work with many other countries. I had chance to work with British Army. I had chance to work with many other NATO countries, but I did not. I choose United States. While if you definitely go to, I will give you a point of contact of my former platoon leader. You can go ask him how many chances I had when I was working with him. How many chances? How many requests I got from Canadian to work with him, but I did not.
You stayed loyal to the United States.
I stayed loyal to the United States. You can go. This is not something that I bullshit with it. This is something that you can go ask from America, from my former platoon leader.
What was his name?
called DOS, SFC, Sergeant First Class called DOS, from 10 Mountain Division, Alpha Platoon, Shadow Troop, 10 Mountain Division, New York City. You can go.
He's from New York City?
Yeah, he's in New York. Fort Drum.
Fort Drum?
Fort Drum, yep. He's retired right now, retired.
Okay.
You can go ask not only him, every single platoon leader, company leaders, battalion leader that I work with. You can go ask them. If they say anything except goodness about me, you can come and hang me in front of all these individuals, all these people. But U.S. government, they don't care about us.
How does that make you feel, that the U.S. government...
That feels me, that disappointing me. That's why I'm here. Why I'm here, well, which Canadian took all their, even the trash collector who worked for Canadian Army, they took them to the Canada. Same as British, every other country, but only United States start playing around with us. They don't care.
So what made you make this? You left on your journey, you said, about a month ago?
Yep.
What was the final decision where you said, I'm leaving?
Yeah, the final, I was like, many times I made decision. I have a former platoon leader that I'm still in contact with her, and she advised me, and she didn't want me to leave. I said, this is my last option. This is my last. If I stay here, I don't trust in not on U.S. government, not on UNHCR. I have a case open in UNHCR in Pakistan. It's been 2 years. I risked my life living in Pakistan for my cases, and they did not sell. I think they sold my cases to others. There's corruption inside. I told them I don't trust not on U.S. government nor on UNHCR. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna help me. This is my last option if I want to survive. I cannot live in Afghanistan. I cannot even go from a city to other city. Because, first of all, we got a ISIS problem right now that they don't care if you work for government or not. They, as long as you are Hazara, as long as you are Shia, they're going to behead you. The second of all is Taliban, which are looking seriously, very seriously. They pay whoever give away the location of
what they believe to be an infidel.
Yeah. They pay a lot of money for those spies. And I cannot, well, the reason I told you I'm still single is I'm not sure if I'm not sure about my tomorrow, about an hour later.
So you never started a family because you made your commitment to your country.
Exactly.
And you said, I can't get married, I can't bring children into this because I'm a marked man, and if I'm a marked man, my wife and my children will be marked.
Yep. That's why I did it. That's why I picked, because I cannot stay single forever. I cannot stay like this forever. I gotta make a decision. I had to make a decision. This is coming illegally to a country is it's a great pain, and I never wanted to take it. It was my last, even my friends, a lot of my friends, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they went to Australia illegally. Yeah, they got a better job, best job over there once they got to Australia, once they got to other NATO, European countries. But I never wanted to leave. I had option, I had chance to leave like 3 years ago, but I didn't want, because I was still had a trust on U.S. government. I was thinking that they are gonna take care of it. But now I got to this point that they don't care, and you gotta take care of yourself. Yeah. And this is really shameful for me that I come to a country illegally. They don't want me, and I'm here. It's like you knocking someone's door and they don't let you in, and you try to get in and they don't let you in, and it's shameful for me. I didn't want this. Never. I never wanted to try.
You didn't want to come illegally.
I didn't want. That's why I went to Pakistan, risked my life. Pakistan is the right now, the Pakistan, especially the Keady city, which I went to apply for UNHCR cases, is the central commanding of Taliban over there, located over there. It's very risky. It's very, very risky. But because I didn't want to do this illegal, I risked my life and went to I tried to get legal. But there was no legal limit left for me. And it was my last option that I did. It's shameful for me that I'm here. You know, living at this situation, it's not, even we, animal will not let animals live like this, under the rain. But when you have no option, you do everything you
Do
possible.
what you have to do.
Yep.
So, if you had an opportunity, so the other day, I had a meeting with the mayor of Lesbos
Yep.
and representatives from the U.S. Embassy,
Yep.
the State Department,
Yep.
and the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. If you had a chance to meet with that group, or if you had a chance to sit with, if I were a United States Senator or a congressperson, what would you say?
What I would say, I would show them all the movies, I would show them all the pictures I had, I would show them all the recommendation letter that I got, I would show them all the pictures of the interpreter who lost their lives, the stories. I would tell them that, hey, these individuals said to risk their life for your country. If you want to take them to your country, it's good. Send them to another country. At least get them out of their country. Do this. They risk their life for your country. I could work with Canada. I could work with British, with Bulgaria, with any Australian army. I did not do it. I could speak English and I could work with all these countries. United States knows better. I did not. Why pick United States? Because I like United States. I was thinking that United States is a symbol of democracy and human rights. But now, human rights, the United States just threw us like a trash. They don't need us anymore. They throw us away. That's what I would tell you.
As an American citizen, I'm sorry that happened.
I know. I mean,
And that, in part, is one of the reasons that I came here, to hear these stories, to document these stories, and then to use the media to tell the stories.
I hope
So I
Thank you
will,
very much.
I cannot make you any promises,
I know.
but I will try to advocate for you.
Thank you
I
very
will
much.
try to locate some of the, and I'll get your email, and you can give me a list
Yeah.
of the officers that you served with.
I have all documents,
And
everything.
I
I
will-
got this bunch of documents and recommendation letters.
Okay. And I will try to contact them back in the United States
Exactly.
and encourage them to advocate for you with
They
our
do.
elected officials.
Even my friend of mine, I said she is from Texas. She she opened a case for me with a Texas senator, congressman, Texas congressman. I don't know his name.
Okay.
Yeah, he was waiting for that. He for 1 year until that, like 3 months ago, she got a chance to meet him, and offered my case to him and asked him to help me. But he's working too slow. I mean, if I get killed, hundreds of that case, even if the United States take all of my family to the United States, what are they gonna do with me? What if I get killed? If I get beheaded?
Yeah.
So they are working too slow. I have all
When they needed you, they moved fast.
exactly.
Right? When they needed you to go out in the field, armed, ready to kill, to show them where to go, they made sure you had everything.
Everything. They were treating me like a very, very, very strong person, like a very good person. That they were treating
They
me like
respected you.
they were respecting me very, over-respecting me there. I could not imagine even how they were treating me, how good they were. Once they left, they trashed me. And you can ask these from every platoon leader, every commander, battalion leader that I was with them, working with them as interpreter, as cultural advisor, as intel provider, as biometric enroller. I used to work with them. You can ask with them everything. You will not find anything except goodness
Positive
from me.
reports.
Yeah, definitely. I will provide you all, I will give you all the point of contact that I got from them, and all my documents and all my certificates, recommendation letters. But who cares? I gave all these to U.S. Embassy.
Yeah. So what we need to do is find the right person in Congress that will advocate for you.
Hopefully.
You know, we need to get the soldiers that you served with to advocate for you, because it's not, as an American, it's not fair.
Yeah, it's
Not fair that, now for me, I believe in nonviolence, but if we do engage in war, and we need the help of people like yourself, we have a moral responsibility when we're finished the collaboration to make sure that you're safe.
Another story that I never forget, one United States Special Forces got to Oregon Province's Anaconda Base. They established Anaconda FOB in Oregon Province.
Yeah.
They tried to get local guards with them, help them in securing the area during operations. No one was ready to risk their life. What they promised to guards, to locals, that we will take you out of Afghanistan once we left Afghanistan. We promise you. They hired those guards. They worked with them. They worked with them. They went to mission. They did many operations with them. One morning, when they wake up, they came to the FOB. There was no FOB. Everything was broken. The United States Special Forces were all gone. They broke all ACs, TVs, everything they could take, they took. The rest of them, they broke it and trashed it. And these guys, these guards, left alone in the middle of Taliban. It is direct. It's a great symbol of human right violation. When you promise someone to do something risky, then you don't take care of him. Then you leave him alone in the middle of his enemy, between his enemy. It is a great symbol, a big symbol of human rights violation that the United States Army and United States government are doing in Afghanistan, probably doing in Iraq too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You can go search about Anaconda FOB. What they did in Anaconda FOB. Oregon Province, U.S. Special Forces, Green Berets. They did many like it. It was just a sample of many hundred stories that they did. They trashed the people who faithfully trusted them, helped them. But once they are done, they trashed them. They just left without. In the morning when they woke up, they came to the FOB, there was no one. They even didn't tell them that we are leaving. What you can do?
Yeah. I will try to help.
Thank you very much.
So what I'll do is I'll get your contact information. H-U-S-S-E-I-N?
H-O-S-S-E-I-N.
H-O-S-S-E-I-N. What's your email?
B-T-A-N.
V?
Yeah, B-T-E-N.
V as in Victor?
No, B.
B as in boy.
Yeah,
B?
boy. T-A-N-H-A-19 at yahoo.com.
And do you have a cell phone number still?
Not here, unfortunately.
Okay. So I'll email you all my contact information.
Yeah, I got a Facebook too, but
oh yeah?
Yeah, I got a Facebook. You can go M-O-H space Elvis
Yep.
space Qalandar Q-A Q-A. No,
Oh, I'm sorry, Q-A.
L-A-N-D
D as in David?
D Delta A-R-I India, alright, yeah. Yeah, I will introduce you all my mentors and all my friend of mine who applied a case for me in the U.S. Texas, Congressman. I will introduce you to her, and you can find out everything. She knows everything about me.
Okay. So what I'll do tonight, just to get things started, the advocacy, I'll tell a little bit of your story. I'll friend you on Facebook, and then like I have friends who have served in the Army, and I'll put it out there, you know. So let's do this. What was the commander's name that you mentioned? Todd?
Todd, SFC is a retired SFC.
DOS?
DOS, D-O-S-S.
DOS.
And also I had like a major...
He was, what's the name of Todd? Todd was
SFC.
Retired
SFC.
Sergeant First Class.
Yep.
And what was the unit?
Shadow Troop. Alpha Platoon Shadow Troop. Alpha Platoon Shadow Troop.
Alpha, oh, hang on a second.
Alpha Platoon Shadow Troop.
Alpha Platoon.
Shadow Troop.
Yeah.
10 Mountain Division.
Oops.
10 Mountain Division. And I got Major Baker, and I got many other. Susan Environment, Michael Bradley. A lot of my friends that they really trust on me. They trusted me with their faith.
Their lives.
Their lives. And you can go ask me. I'm not trying to. I don't like to exaggerate about myself.
You're telling your story.
Yeah, I'm telling the story.
So I will try to help to tell your story. Okay. So let's. Are you hungry?
Not
A little bit. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Do you want to help with the Afghans on the line?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I do whatever I can to help these people to get out of this trouble.
Yeah.
And please film this show. I mean, we in Afghanistan we don't keep our animals on these
In these conditions.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are mankind, children, females.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you from you. Thank you that you gave me a chance to
Tell your story.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.